Hi, it's Rita Beth, DIY Handy Girl. I'm going to attempt my first herringbone pattern tabletop today. A friend of mine had a patio table with a metal frame and a glass top. And the glass top shattered, and so I'm going to attempt to make a new wooden tabletop for it. I am using pressure treated wood. I bought it one day last week, and then I've been letting it dry out. You can kind of see it here where I've layered it with space in between and letting it air out or dry out outside for close to a week now. I've never done a herringbone top before, but I'm going to give it a try. Unfortunately, I do not have a garage or anywhere I could store the wood indoors for it to dry out. So I just used the summer heat outdoors and would cover the pile with tarp anytime there was rain in the forecast. This ended up working out pretty well for me. This is the rough plan I came up with, as I needed my measurements to specifically fit the metal table frame that I was working with. I did not want it to have a plywood base because I wanted the water to be able to drain easily, since it is an outdoor table, in case there ended up with any gaps between my boards. I've got all my pieces cut for the frame, and then next I'm going to look and see which side looks the nicest. Like this one, I can tell water would collect in there, so I'm going to put that on the bottom side. So that's the side I'm going to mark for my pocket hole screws. I'm going to do that with each board and write which side is going to be the bottom. I've got all the bottom sides face up here. I'm going to drill my pocket holes. I'm using 2x4 and 2x6 boards, so the actual thickness is 1.5 inches. So that's what I set my Craig jig to. And then I'm going to be using 2.5-inch outdoor coated pocket hole screws to attach my boards together with. I have a couple really nice clamps. This is supposed to be a nice pocket hole right angle clamp, but it just doesn't fit when I'm laying the board this way rather than upright. And if I were to try to do a clamp like this, I'd have to have it overhanging somewhere, and so sometimes clamps just don't work right, and that's why I used my body weight. I propped it up on something so it was flush underneath, made sure it was square, and then just used my body weight as the clamp to hold it in place as I screwed it in. Alright, so I marked the center line of the measurement across, made a line of that all the way down. Then I've marked the center line of the measurement of this board, and now instead of lining this point up here, I'm scooting it over to line up the center of this board with a line, and then adjusting it to where it's square. And I'm going to go from there, and a shout out to Glam Farmhouse on her channel. That's how I saw how to figure out the center line. So I'm going to practice laying out some of the boards now, not gluing or anything. And I cut this end at a 45-degree angle on my saw with a gap here, and we'll trim it all down at the end slowly. I was able to get 3 for my size of tabletop out of one 8-foot board. So one thing I forgot to think about is, I know there's different opinions on this, but I've had best success putting it the C or the ring side going down rather than this way. I've had more cupping of the boards, so I'll be turning them where they can go like this. Here is the practice dry fit, so I have to trim a few corner piece boards, and then I will attach it all with glue or adhesive and nails. Here I'm just going to give it a pretty good sanding across the part that's going to be glued. So I slide this to where my center mark matches my center mark, and I clamped down the angle. I'm going to put glue under here, nail it on with 1.5 inch nails, and then the second board will line up against here, and I'm also going to clamp over here where it joins to make sure it stays straight as I go the rest of the way down. And I'll fill in the gaps up here. So I ended up using Titebond 2 premium wood glue. That is a interior or exterior wood glue. I tried out a couple different kinds of Gorilla Glue, Gorilla Wood Glue, Gorilla Polyurethane Glue on some scrap pieces of the pressure treated wood. So this one is the one that passed the test in my trial runs. Alright, since I have so much overhang, but I need it to be cut specifically to my frame, I'm going to take a drill bit and just go up from the bottom. That way I'll be able to go make a line exactly where I need it to cut. Since I don't have a track saw, I measured from my saw blade to the edge of the guide, and take that measurement, make it go from my line, and make a new line. So now I've mitered both of the edges. And I'm going to do my long pieces first, just putting them on there where I want, and then clamping them with these from the underside, and then attach the end pieces with wood glue and nails, and then do the same with the side pieces after that. So here's the finished product. I think it turned out pretty well. I filled all the nail holes. Now remember, I'm not a professional, I'm just learning as I go, and I had some wood putty on hand that I used to fill the nail holes. And the valuable lesson that I learned is that it does not sand or stain well. So for future use, I would use wood filler instead. My friend who the tabletop was for is the one who ended up staining and sealing it, and here's how it turned out. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. I do have links in the descriptions for some of the products I used if you're interested in that. If you found anything in this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.